best friend is a skinny chick. She knows an Asian born in Nick. Kid and she is very chic, but I'm...
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a DEGRASSI podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Good day, Mike.
And Rick Johnson.
Hi.
We are on White Wedding Part 2, which is episode 110 of the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a DEGRASSI podcast.
Milestone.
Yeah.
We just go further into the wedding between Spike and Snake. A lot of drama, a lot of chaos. How's it start, Hannah?
It starts with they are already mid-argument at the Emma Nelson household. Emma's like not minding her own business. She's like, what if I was an abortion? Which is just like not a fair question. And then Spike is like, I don't know, what if you were? And then
a lot of anger on Spike's part.
Yeah, I feel like, again, this is not a conversation that you should be having with your 14-year-old child.
No.
On your wedding eve.
During your bachelorette party, no less.
I also don't believe that Emma wouldn't be pro-choice.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I think she is pro-choice, but at the same time, she is not pro-choice when it comes to her family because she wants a sibling, and the idea of her not being born is filtering through her young mind.
Yeah, for sure. She's like, what if I had never been born? Yeah.
What if your dad had never jumped off that bridge?
Okay, so the theme music kicks and we're back, and Rick had texted me earlier about the eyeball thingy is back.
Oh yeah. I cannot believe that Jay Goldsby didn't remember that eyeball thing. He probably had to carry it around for months.
But now we know what it is, at least.
Well, it's a webcam.
Fancy cam. But I was like,
the fancy cam.
He was like, this is the fancy cam. And I was like, no, you've had that cam for a really long time.
I just want to know where the fork went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He upgraded.
Do you think he was like, man, I can either bring all this face makeups to make us look like old-timey pirates, or I can bring the fork?
I like the bachelor party. I like that Raditch is really cutting it loose, at least for him.
Yeah.
He is. He's having a ball. He's having a good time.
What's his first name?
Dan.
Dan.
I like that's his real name. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
I just wrote down Mr. Raditch is here and he's being really weird. It's like he hasn't let loose in like 14 years is how he's acting.
Yeah, I still don't believe that Raditch should have been there.
No.
It's like someone spilt the beans at school and Raditch is like, yeah, I'm gonna get weird.
Sure.
There's what, stripper? Joey Jeremiah's house? Let's do it.
He's like, what's a pity invite? I'm still going to go. I'll still end up there. I'll be there.
Also, that music that is blasting in the background, did anyone notice how I thought it was Magic Man by Heart, and then it turned into something different. It's like, bow-down, ba-dum-dum, and then this wildly bad Canadian Heart bummed me out.
I love that for them, though.
You didn't look up what the song was?
It's hard to tell. Like, they have, like, soundtracks for all these, but it's just, like, all the songs that were on the series, you know?
Got it. So Emma and Manny are talking about what Emma's had experienced. Hannah, do you want to talk about this?
Yes, I do, always. Manny's basically like, I don't think you should do what you always do, which is fly off the handle and like run out of the house. And Emma's like, I would never do that. And then when Manny falls asleep, she flies off the handle and runs out of the house.
So we have the camera goes to Sugar Bush's feet walking down
Sugar Bush
towards the Jeremiah household, and Craig goes running to the door, leaps over the couch wearing the fedora. And here's Sugar Bush. Even though it's not Sugar Bush, but I'm just going to call it Sugar Bush.
How late can this possibly be that a stripper would show up this late?
Early, gotta be.
Yeah, I think it's 9:30.
Yeah.
So JT and Toby have fallen asleep so hard that Toby is drooling.
Yeah, he's such a dud.
He is drooling. My God. Okay, I'll switch it. It's 11:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
11:30.
Still, they would have been drinking those Canadian pops.
Do you think that this is Sugar Bush's daughter? Fancy Bush?
Whoa.
What is her name? This stripper? Do you recall?
Connie.
Yeah.
Connie. I think Sugar Bush is way hotter than Connie.
Wow.
What do you think?
Connie was in Sons of Anarchy, though.
Oh, wow.
She played a sheriff.
Good for her.
Yeah. It's her only main role.
So as JT and Toby are asleep and Toby is drooling, like you said, the eyeball camera loses its suction and falls off. But it doesn't even matter, even if it was on, unless it was recording. They've missed it. So no big deal,
I
right?
think it was the guys that it was recording. Well, the problem is like, so these two shitty little horny kids are wanting to see a stripper through a video camera when they've already got in trouble for watching porn on the internet. This is like one step above in deviant, like tendencies of these two little creeps.
Man, if I was 14 years old and I knew there was a stripper coming to a house, I would try to sneak a peek. I would have.
On a webcam?
Sure.
Shaped like an eyeball?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Through a shitty little 2001
With a little
Listen, Rick.
with little Home Alone burglars outfits on.
Back in the 80s, cable used to have cable TV. Would
you're
scrambled channels.
You're talking to me like I don't know about the
I
scramble.
don't know. I know Hannah probably is before her time. So like the pay channels like the
Wait, what do you
HBO's or Cinemax, or is it Skinamax?
Skinamax.
And so it would be just
It was the main offender was the Playboy channel. I don't know if you had that.
I did not, but I had like Skinamax, and you could hear the audio, but you couldn't. The screen would be jumbled, and as a 14-year-old kid, I would just watch the jumbled screen. You would catch a boob here and there, and it'd be like, yes. So to answer your question, yes, I would. This would be very much something I would have wanted to do.
But but you're looking at it as a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it as a 14-year-old kid.
As a 14-year-old
kid.
Your experience of being 14 is in 1984?
Yeah. What has changed? You don't want to see boobs?
The internet.
Yeah. But I saw the boobs on the scrambled channel, but to know that I could see it in real life, like
I feel we need to get a 14-year-old on here to.
I basically am a 14-year-old.
Okay.
I think sometimes a hint of a boob, maybe even more exciting than seeing all two.
My daughter's birthday's today. She's 14.
Oh,
no!
Wait, get her in here.
Wait, is it my dad's birthday's today? Your
November 17th. Yeah.
Wow.
Emma comes running in her pajamas to the Jeremiahs, and Snake. someone described the encounter.
It's violent.
Yeah.
It feels like he screams at her.
Warranted.
The gall of this girl to spill the beans like this. Like,
this is what she does.
Like, at this point, if I was Spike, I would have sent her away after this. She's not living in my house.
Damn.
He would have sent her away and just had another baby.
Well, no, all right, Emma, military school, straight up.
Oof. I would watch that spinoff, to be
You're-
perfectly honest.
You are unhinged. You're one step away from making a kid deaf in his ear.
I know. And later on, Sean's like, is anyone ever mad at you for talking behind everyone's back and upsetting everybody? No. And I'm like, yes, they are. I know I am.
What does the sign say for Snake's bachelor party, Rick? There's a handmade banner.
I can't
with
remember.
some Grand Prix imagery.
I can't remember what it says, but the exclamation mark made Snake look like Snaky. That's all I remember.
It says, "Go for it, Snake."
Go
For it, Snake. As Mr. Joey Jeremiah takes Toby and JT by the ears and pulls them inside the home.
Go for it.
I have another question about JT and Toby.
Right.
What lie do you think they gave to both their parents that they were able to just be on the mean streets of Toronto overnight.
Snuck out. Straight up snuck out, yeah. I snuck out.
Do you think they went to a store to get those outfits?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun if they did. I like to picture that.
There's a lot of backstory in this episode that I'm just questioning. Like, who made that sign for Snake?
Yeah, go for it is weird. It's a weird thing to put on a, like, congratulations or like good luck. But
it's a lot of work.
Go for it.
That sign.
Yeah, it's so big. There's a lot of materials going into that sign.
Maybe Mr. Radich made the sign and that's why he got invited.
Damn.
Home ec class.
Yeah.
Home ec class.
That guy who made the skirts made the sign.
So the uneasy conversation between Emma and Snake, with Snake having the Sugar Bush lipstick on his cheek.
Sugar.
Did we missed my favorite thing that happens in this episode when that Sugar Bush comes in and Craig's got to go upstairs, right?
Yeah.
And she puts down the boombox, and then her stiletto heel pushes play.
Yeah,
that was amazing. Sick. Yeah,
that's worth the money.
I was like, what is this, Magic Mike?
Yeah.
Production.
I wanted to comment also. I feel like of all the episodes we've ever seen, including the original Degrassi, for Amanda Steptoe, this is the best acting she's ever had.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, she's acting her ass off.
Do you think it's because she has like more meat to work with?
I don't know, but it's like, okay, she's a legit actress in this compared to Degrassi Junior High. It's late. Season 1, episode 12. But Emma also, I thought, did a really good job with her acting skills, with the bad perm and all.
The whole time.
So the listener is, last night I sent everybody a picture of the chicken lady from the Kids in the Hall and just being like, Emma, when I had that realization that they looked alike, I had to pause it and just went down a chicken lady rabbit hole the rest of the night. It was insane.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
good. So good. On my 21st birthday, I saw Kids in the Hall live. And
that's awesome.
The chicken lady sat down next to me.
Yes.
I was just like, in the audience, she came out, just sat down. They're like, make sure no one sits down here. I was like, oh, whatever.
I guess.
My wife Monica also saw Kids in the Hall live. So
probably
awesome.
The same tour. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was insane how good it was.
So the confrontation was Spike and Snake the day of the wedding, correct?
Yeah.
They're
in Spike's house, and then I guess Snake just like went to bed the night before and then woke up ready to be angry. I don't know.
Who brought Emma home? Did Emma just go home on her own?
No, Joey did. He said he's bringing home the boys and Emma. But it's weird that Joey. It's weird that Joey wouldn't be like, "Yo, Spike, your kid was causing a ruckus over at my house. You should."
Yeah. Also, he's drunk. He's gonna drunk drive them all home. I guess he's not drunk, but
has he? Did he definitely drink?
There's no way Jeremiah is not drinking at the Snake's bachelor party.
Yeah.
You think they're just getting drunk on chips?
I don't know. I mean, he seems like he's matured quite a bit in the last 12 years of life.
That's true.
Really?
Or more? I don't know, guys.
kind of.
When
Emma kicks his car or like when Manny kicks the car in a little bit is so good. He's like, hey. Car.
Do you like Manny and Joey just
I loved it.
Inhaling helium?
Yeah.
And him singing Remedy songs?
I love that, and then I love that Manny dunks on Emma really hard right after. She's like, "Why can't they just have why can't they just keep things private?" And Manny's like, "That's really funny coming from you, because last night I said the same exact thing."
Oh my gosh.
When Joey started singing "Everybody Wants Something," Jessica was watching with me, and she was just like, "Give it a fucking break with that song."
I don't like Jessica's attitude on this.
I know. I watched this with Britt, and she looked up and she saw Emma, and she was like, "Okay, I'd have to ask, like, is that just what her hair looks like this season? And I was like, no.
Yeah, Jessica kept being like, they could have done something to fix the hair. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't they do anything to fix the hair?
Uh-huh.
I'm just so down that she's strolling about in her pajamas around Canada. Spike and Snake are on the promenade of overseeing the Sky Needle of Toronto.
Promenade.
Have you ever played at that venue that is right where they're walking?
I have not.
I don't know if it's called Mavericks. It was called something. Like the back door, it's just idyllic sailboats. It's a huge place.
I'd like to.
It's next to a go-kart. It's next to a go-kart
Still
track.
time. There's still
Wow,
time.
maybe, never again.
Never.
The size difference between Spike and Snake is insane.
It's a little much.
Speaking of size, did anyone notice the size difference between Joey, Toby, and JT? Where Joey, Toby, and JT and Toby are almost the same size as Joey, as he's like holding him by the ears.
It's like not right, almost.
Yeah.
Sean, brother, motorcycles, Emma,
Brother.
pajamas. This is what is the need for this scene?
There's no need.
I don't know. There's no need.
There's no need for Sean anymore. He served his purpose.
No, he's done.
Sean is stoked though that he got, when he was reading the script, and he's like, "Yes, I got this."
I'm gonna make out with a girl.
I wonder what's the age gap, Rick? Can you look real quick? The real life age gap. I wonder if that was her first kiss ever. Well, we'll get to that. But
did they kiss before?
I don't know.
On that date.
I don't think they
so.
kissed.
No.
I think they kissed on the cheek.
But they were like lots of tongue.
They were
What is
tonguing.
it? What does Sean's brother show? Does he show Sean like some centerfold while Emma's back is turned? Do you recall?
I don't recall that, but that's awesome. His brother sucks.
I think his brother rocks. I think he's so rude.
I mean, gosh, think if you're just a young adult and you have to raise your brother because your parents are bad.
And he won't move home.
The conversations ends with Emma saying, "Man, he shouldn't have invited you. I should have." Is that correct, Hannah? Okay.
This is where she's also like, I always get in everyone's business. And he's like, people love that about you, Emma. They love it.
Did he say that?
Basically, he did. He was like, is anyone ever upset that you go and you get involved in everyone's business? No, they love it.
I was so hoping there'd be more OG cast at the wedding, but it's the same as episode 1.
Liz wasn't there.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity for Connie's boyfriend to be somebody.
Oh, should have been BLT.
BLT or Tim or somebody. Sean was born in 85. Emma was born in 87.
85.
So
he was
16? Yeah, 16 and she was 14. I guess that's not too bad, but still kind of bad. But
so he was like
bad.
16 playing 13 in the first season?
Yeah, so I'm bad at math. Mike or Hannah, 85 minus 2002 is what? Or 2002 minus 85.
That would be 1,927. 1,917, sorry.
That's not the...
Wait, 2000? You said 2002 minus 85?
That would be 17.
Yeah, 17.
Wait,
He asked it a weird way.
Yeah, I asked it backwards.
You
sorry.
answered the question that he asked.
Yes. So he was 17. She was 15,
too young.
15.
Too young.
That's fine.
No.
It's fine. It's acting.
It's fine.
It's acting.
Yeah.
It's acting.
It's acting.
It's acting.
Connie shows up, and JT and Toby are trying to escort her, but then her boyfriend takes over. And that's where the thought of BLT or Tim playing the Black Canadian is what you're assuming. That's why you said Tim, Rick.
Well, I think you put that in my head when you said BLT.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been anybody. It could have been Clutch.
It could really have been Clutch.
Yeah, it could have been any of those kids.
Why wasn't Clutch at DeGrassi Palooza?
Ugh.
It could have been Wiley.
There,
Hell no. No one would have known. No one would have known.
or was that guy that weird guy that was with not Michelle, but what's the other Greek person?
Oh God, what's his name? I can't recall.
Simon?
No, Simon's.
No, I know you're talking about. He's friends with Dwayne, that guy, right? That Richard Greco looking dude. You're talking about?
No.
You're talking about a woman?
Yeah. Who's the woman that's the
Vula.
Greek? No, the other woman that took over for Vula.
That's Alexa.
No, there's another. She has the same storyline as Vula.
That's Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
So she's the last episode where the last episode of High where they have the last dance. She's hanging out with some fancy black man. I feel like that guy is the fanciest black man.
Okay. Spike and Snake are
Walt Disney is the fanciest black man.
Everyone's at the wedding. The wedding is people are waiting for
I don't think
Spike and
everyone
Snake
is
to
there.
show up.
Where's Liz?
Well, she's living in Edmonton. I don't know.
Are you drinking water out of a pickle jar, Hannah?
I sure am.
That's a good jar.
It's a good meaty jar.
Yeah, it is a good meaty jar. What is the conversation about? What's going on, Hannah? Spike and Snake.
He's like, she's like, he's like, we gotta have some privacy, and she's like, I don't like to have privacy in my life, and he's like, well, I don't get that because you didn't tell me something, and that makes it private. And then he's like, maybe we got into this really fast. She's like, we've known each other since junior high, and he's like, as friends.
Yes,
that's really all that fight is about. It's like a fight about nothing, really.
I like that. She's like, it takes two to tango, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She's right.
She is right.
Again, that acting, the whole scene is great. Both of them.
I think there's just
too.
more maturity, more probably better writing.
Yeah.
At this point, like,
I feel like, man, I just wish Amanda Steptoe had somehow gotten some other roles where I could have just dreamed about her more.
I thought you were.
Still time.
I wish she had more roles where I could have like compared her acting chops to her.
I wish she was like in Friends. She was cast as friend in Friends.
Which friend?
Rachel.
Or like a guest role. Wee!
I watched Outbreak the other day, and that monkey.
With Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, that monkey in that movie was the monkey in Friends.
Oh dear.
Oh my God!
The monkey had a better career than Amanda.
Marcel.
Yeah.
I think that monkey's real name was Katie. Just so I know from the bloopers.
From the movie.
The pastor says, "Listen, I've got another wedding in 2.5 hours. If
no, the church is double booked on a wedding day. Like who?
Yeah,
well, they probably have the wedding there, and the reception is somewhere else.
Well, no, yeah, but he says, we got to hurry this up. I got another wedding coming in an hour.
He does.
2 hours, I thought he said.
Yeah, who does that? Is that something that happens?
Yeah, I would think that if you want to make some money, sure, why not?
That guy.
Is he a poltergeist?
He's not, but he's in a movie called Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter. His character's name is Long Dong Silver.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Spike and Snake come running in street clothes. Little Spike is wearing a big old T-shirt.
Yeah.
I wish it was a band shirt. I don't like that. It's not a band shirt.
I know. That
would have been cool.
Missed opportunity. And they look happy, and Caitlin looks happy, and the pastor looks happy. He looks like a pedophile. He looks gross.
Yeah, he's a creeper. He's just happy because he's going to get double that income for the day.
Yeah.
He's like, finally.
and they kiss, and she's so tiny, and Joey's cheering, and Spike picks her up, and Angela's there throwing flowers with her teeth all gone.
No teeth.
Yeah, her expression is insane.
And the reception looks killer on the beach. A beautiful day in Toronto.
Huge tent.
Oh, I would love to be. I don't know why Joey and Toby are there. Why? How did they make the wedding?
Well,
JT.
how is JT? How is JT and Toby ushers in that? Does Snake have no
Did
friends?
they explain it? Did
I
they
don't
explain
know.
it?
When
No,
I saw
they
that
don't.
priest, I was worried for them.
But like how? Like, yeah, they such a big missed opportunity for callbacks of people.
Well, I guess they just don't know any other little kids, really.
I've never seen a little kid be an usher.
I forget really what an usher is.
They're just bringing in people, seating you.
Yeah.
I've successfully never ushered a wedding. I'm very proud of that. Even when I was supposed to, I was like, I'm not doing that. And then they're like, all right.
Okay, so Snake and Spike have now dressed in their wedding attire. Spike is just stunning beyond stunning. And Snake is wearing a tuxedo. He's got a little boutonniere, and
Looks good.
yeah, everyone looks good. Again, the disappointment is that there aren't cameos from old school cast, but otherwise, it seems like it's a good wedding. I'm sure the food was good, perhaps a little bit of dancing, and that's it. Are we freeze framing somewhere? What do we freeze frame on? Oh, I know what we freeze. They throw the bouquet. What happens? You lead it from here, Hannah.
Joey catches the bouquet, which is actually pretty funny. And then he and Caitlin dance, of course. And then Sean's like hanging out in the woods, like outside the wedding.
Just like a real freak.
Yeah, and he's like, "Why aren't you dancing?" And Emma's like, I don't know." And then they just start like making out, and then they kind of like, she just turns her head, and he just keeps moving his head into the side of her head.
But I felt like that was a very John Hughes 16 Candles type of moment.
For sure.
And I feel like there was some thievery by the writers, directors, producers, whomever.
Yeah.
Again, Toby, JT are just still trying to hit on Sugar Bush. What a terrible storyline.
Who isn't? I know. It's a dud.
It is a dud. And why is Sugar Bush at this wedding, Rick?
She gets her hair cut by Spike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then is real weird to Snake.
You think so?
Well, I think she's like coming on to him a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, she was like, "You don't look like a Archie to me."
Oh, what's it?
That's right.
Archibald Rupert Simpson. What a rough combination of names.
Man, Emma is totally open mouth kissing Sean.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm all for it.
When she
Freeze frame.
the only thing I want to add is, did anyone notice the size of her feet as she was walking to Joey's house?
No.
It's like either she's
12 men's.
either she's wearing snake shoes or she
not
has
into feet.
ginormous feet. I'm not into feet either. I think they're super gross, but those feet were huge.
Not as gross as my feet.
Oh boy.
Anything you'd like to add, Rick?
I just that.
Hannah?
Giant feet.
Nothing.
All right. Next week, it's your episode, Hannah. Next week,
It really is.
Marco.
So
We'll talk
excited.
next week. Thank you for watching or listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a DEGRASSI podcast. Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey.